So let me give you some tips on when I go to look at a flat. And this is my advice to somebody who decides to go and look at a flat. So what I do is I always look at location, location, location. So obviously that is something that you always hear from people, make sure on your location. But then the homework starts if I do like the location. And some of the things that I do go and look at is the condition of the flats, the complex or the block, what it looks like, and certain questions I start to ask. I ask to see the financials so I can see how healthy the block is. And then I start to ask, I'd like to know, are the insurances up to date? And then I'd like to know about the trustees. And then I'd like to know these type of trustees, are they at least up to date with their levies? Because at the end of the day, when you have trustees running a place and they don't even pay their own levies, then they are really not giving their best interest to the block. And then I also look at, the size of the block. Obviously, the bigger the block is, that means the maintenance is much higher. So I like to understand when last maintenance was done, what type of maintenance, and is the block healthy? Is there money to maintain it? And then what I like to do is also I need to understand who's the body corporate, because a body corporate plays a very big role. As me personally, there are certain body corporates that I will not buy a property if it is a certain body corporate, because I just feel that the managements aren't up to scratch. And so these are my things that I look at. And then I also like to actually come in the evening, see what type of clientele there is. When I say, the visitors, how do they park? Is there alcohol? Is there, control over the block? And then I like to go over weekends, actually see what happens on a Saturday and a Sunday. And then I like to actually just look at the type of people that come there. So then I make a decision. And again, what am I buying this property for? Am I buying it for student accommodation, or am I buying it for long-term residence? And these are the type of questions that I ask myself. So things have changed over the years. So, a couple of years ago, maybe a block was healthy financially, and then all of a sudden people aren't paying their levies. So now all of a sudden the block isn't healthy. And these are the type of things that I look at. So this is my advice to you if you are looking for a place. Ask these questions. Location, who is the body corporate? Ask to see the financials. Get to see if you can meet the trustees. Understand if the trustees are at least paying their portions and that. Go and have a look over the weekend. See what type of people hang around. See how clean the place is. See the condition of the place. Talk to people. Ask them, is maintenance being done? Are you happy with the body corporates? And then if you are buying the property for yourself, are you going to be happy there? Look at the parking. Do they park everyone in? And those are the type of things. Obviously, if you're buying it for investment purposes, again, do ask yourself, if you're buying it with a tenant, meet the tenant, see if you like him, see if you can come right with him. And if you are buying it for some other reason, make sure that all those boxes do get ticked. And also make sure it's a new, I'm starting to pick it up now. Make sure that they are paying the insurances on the block. Make sure that the block has money. Make sure that there isn't any special levies that are going to start coming up without you being aware of. Make sure that the maintenance are in order. So not just that they do maintenance and then after a while people are complaining that they're not up to that satisfaction, that maintenance wasn't done as well as what it should have been done. And these are the type of questions that I ask, and obviously just relating it to you, and hope that it can help you make a better decision. Thanks.